What up, Alpha? It's Amir. Today we're talking about social media depression. Well, today I found the key cause to why most people our age between 18 to 24 are mainly depressed. Well, those 18 to 24 people statistically are the most active cell phone users, and they're the ones who are mainly on social media, whether that's Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all that good stuff. Well, today we're gonna be going over the dark side of social media and discovering why you're actually being depressed while social media is actually doing more harm than any good. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Well, social media has been around for years, technology is constantly evolving, and the best part about it is that it is helping us communicate and stay connected with one another, right? Which is amazing. We always want to stay connected as humans, and it is making it as easy as possible for us. Great, but here are a few problems with it which are actually doing more harm to you than you may think. First problem, highlight reel. Well, highlight reel is actually one of the main causes of why people are actually ending up depressed on Facebook. Let me explain what highlight reel is. Highlight reel is basically when you're going to your Facebook and you're seeing your friend. One of them went skydiving, other one was scuba diving, one of them went on a road trip, one of them, is doing these crazy, amazing things, right? And you just think that's reality, that's life. Well, in reality, those are just the highlights of people's life, and you just compare it to your own life when you're just sitting in your bed, snuggled up, watching Netflix while having popcorn. You just think, I'm such a loser, what the hell am I doing with my life? But or not, you're just constantly comparing yourself to other people's highlights. In sports, if you look at the highlight of a gameplay or something like that, right? Where you just see that epic shot that Kobe made. Kobe doesn't score shots like that all the time. Kobe had to go through the immense amount of practice, dedication, time, lifting, all that shit required to make that magic shot. Well, just like that, not everyone has that perfect life that you think that they're living. Everyone else goes to work, goes to school, has problems, has family, all that stuff. So in social media, the sad part about it is we're always competing for the highlight reel. We're always competing to see who can post the best Snap story, who can post the best Instagram picture, who can post, the best Facebook status, just to kind of mentally flex out everyone to say whose life is better. Well, that is actually a lethal mentality, and you need to understand that everything you see on social media is not real. Those are just the highlights, and whatever you post on there are just your highlights too. So whenever you constantly find yourself comparing yourself to everyone else, just keep that in mind. Number 2, social currency. But let me explain what social currency is. We base our own self-worth, our own value, our own self-identity based on how many likes we get, how many comments we get, and how many people share our stuff. It's usually a marketing tactic to sell a product. But what we're doing over here is we're making ourselves the product, right? And if we don't sell well, if a picture doesn't end up getting a lot of likes, a lot of comments, so what we do, I've definitely been guilty of this, is we end up deleting the comment because we didn't get validated enough by enough people for us to keep that out there. So we're always determining our self-value and our self-worth based on if other people like us or not. And in reality, if you want to be happy, if you truly want to be happy and do whatever you want to do, you can't have that mentality. You gotta do you. You gotta keep putting out whatever you want to put out. You gotta keep doing you, keep doing whatever makes you happy instead of, trying to live up to other people's expectations. Nowadays, we're always promoting not caring about what other people think, being free. At the end of the day, we do care about what people think because freaking Brendan from work didn't like your Facebook picture. So, reality. That's the biggest thing that comes with social media. You need to understand that everything you see on social media are just highlights. That is not reality, and you don't need to base your own self-worth and your own social currency based on if other people like you or not. And if you just keep that in mind, you'll be much more happier and less depressed using social media. And last but not the least, fear of missing out. Well, there are 2 forms of fear of missing out. One, if we deactivate our social media accounts and we just go back to living life, every day appreciating nature, all that hippie shit, we just think that we're gonna be missing out on what our friends are up to. We're gonna be disconnected from our friends, and we're gonna have almost like a boring, unconnected life. And number 2, which relates back to the highlight reel, where we think that we are literally missing out on everything our friends are doing. Social media is the main cause of having FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. And to put it in reality for most of us, we can actually get rid of social media. We can't just completely eliminate Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff out of our life all at once. And in reality, I do think that it's gonna make us disconnected. But if you want to actually stay connected, if you want to actually, have a good time, have a safe time using social media without sacrificing your mental health, without getting depressed and stressed over what other people are doing and, the different ventures that are going on, you need to realize the main differentiation, which is that is not reality. That is not what people do every single day. Not everyone jumps out of a plane every single day. You will be far more happier and far more stress-free and having a better time using social media, right? And second thing is limit your time you spend on social media, because so many of us are so busy getting caught up, with our cell phones. We're just keeping our head down, just texting, walking. It's kind of ridiculous. When we're in social environments, we just feel that awkwardness. Oop, open up Instagram. Oop, open up Facebook. We're just constantly just craving notifications, craving attention, craving those likes. Not good. We need to be able to limit the time and control ourselves. The average human today spends 2 hours a day, every day on social media. If you put those 2 hours at the gym, you'll be so much more better off and have a better physique than spending 2 hours on social media. Of course, I'm not telling you to, again, completely eliminate social media, but try to reduce the usage of social media. And whenever you find yourself in awkward situations, learn to confront them, just blocking them with a freaking feed on Facebook. Again, limit your time on social media and understand that whatever people are posting are just highlights, and whatever you'll post in the future are just highlights. And if there are people who are actually making you feel inferior, right, then just simply unfollow them, unfriend them. You don't have to be friends with everyone you're actually friends with in real life. If they're making you feel inferior, just let it go, because it's not worth your mental health. So this is something that I've really been wanting to touch on for such a long time, and I just wanted to put that out there, maybe open up some perspectives and share my opinions and thoughts on social media usage and the directions we're headed nowadays. And social media and all that stuff will constantly evolve as we go into the future, and if we learn to handle it, it's literally gonna save our life. So hopefully this video helped you guys, and you guys are able to now make a better decision when it comes to social media usage and the effects of social media, and now you have a basic common ground of what this is all about. So that was my goal for this video. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my future videos. Other than that, thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.